A warm welcome back to the channel, everybody. Look at this beauty. Anything in a Gulf livery is beautiful in my books. Mind you, everything's beautiful to me on this channel. Haha, yes. Look at this classic beauty. Do you know what? I'm going to make it my mission to try and find and buy a slot car that is absolutely hideous. And then I will be able to say, oh, that's ugly. But for now, oh my gosh, would you look at this gorgeousness. This is the Scalextric Shelby Cobra 289 Gulf Edition. Awesome. Almost identical to the one I just showed you, but this Scalextric model of the Cobra is absolutely stunning. Do you know, I was watching Rob Sale, ROSU's slot car channel, and after I finished watching it, I thought to myself, do you know what, I've got to get one of these in. So here it is. So yeah, let's start with the wheels. How awesome and fat are those tyres? Really of its time period. It looks amazing. The thing I love about Scalextric, when it comes to tyres, they kind of try to keep it real. So they look like the real thing. They've got treads on them, which I absolutely love. And you know, I've always said this, each slot car manufacturer, as I go through them, yes, they seem to have their own little niche thing that they do better than the others. And for me, it's the tyres with Scalextric, because although it's not relevant on this particular model, you nearly always get real world tyre branding on the tyres, and you get tyre treads. But forget all that. Loving the detail on the actual wheel itself. Look at it. That nice little sort of orange background that matches the Gulf livery. The chrome silver effect you've got there too. Now it's only right that I now go to the front of this, the iconic Cobra look on the front of this vehicle. Yes, just like a snake, it looks a bit creepy, but on a car, it just looks so right. Loving the grille detail there. Again, I'm loving that Gulf livery, the two stripes of orange that goes right across the car and down the front, looking very authentic. Those eyes, they're creeping me out, but they look amazing. And now can I draw your attention to the rear of this stunner. Look at how Scalextric have done the license plate. Very authentic looking, absolutely love it. Loving that it's got USA badge on the side or sticker. And those rear lights, look at them. Awesome. And the rest of the detail, very authentic looking. But again, the thing that stands out for me is that awesome double orange stripes. I like to call them straps, but anyway, stripes on that baby blue background. Gulf livery. In my top 3 of favourite liveries. I said it. Oh, and can I say how authentic the number on the car is? Pretty much looks like it was hand painted, which back then it probably would have been. And loving the detail on the little jacks that you've got on the front and the back. And now can I draw your attention to that awesome looking windscreen. Now when I saw this previously before getting one in, I'm thinking, oh, is that windscreen going to easily snap off in a roll and tumble? No. I've actually put a bit of pressure against the windscreen and it's pretty firm. But you know what? One of the things that I'm most impressed with this particular Scalextric car is the driver detail. Look at his face. Look at the helmet. Look at the overall cockpit and the detail you've got in there. First, let's start on his face. Pretty decent features on the face. Sometimes, and I'm going to call it, sometimes with Scalextric you get a very ugly, weird looking face in certain cars. This one looks really decent. And then don't get me started on the cockpit detail. I am absolutely loving that they've also included the fire extinguisher there. They've also, look, you've got the gear stick and the handbrake, I believe that is, yeah. Have a quick look at the real one. Very nice, you've got your 2 seats there too. Big old helmet of its time period with the peak at the front, nice. Oh, and would you look at that roll bar? Nice. Oh, and before I move away from the driver, how good does the seatbelt look? Awesome. Okay, so before I take it up to the mechanic's garage, have a bit of eye candy. Oh, loving that fuel cap there too. Nice. Here we are in the mechanic's garage, and doesn't that look elegant in there? I almost don't want to open it up. Oh wow, now that's different. To be fair, this isn't the first Shelby Cobra on my channel. I did one before, but I never opened it up. Now I've opened one up. Wow. For the first time ever, I can say this is not a typical internals of a Scalextric car. Look at where the motor is. It's literally at the front of the vehicle. You would be forgiven for thinking that's the back. It's not. That is the front. And look, you can tell it's the front because look where the gear is. And look at the length of that shaft. Ooh, and another thing I like. Look at the rear of that wheel, the detail there. That looks pretty cool. And of course, you've got your circuit boards for the rear and front lights. And again, you can tell it's the front despite the motor being there. Can you see the blade underneath there? Right, so a quick look underneath before we take it on the track. Loving that it's an inline motor, and to be fair, because it's this size, I don't think a side-winding motor would fit if you look at it really. But anyway, love that it's inline, loving that little exhaust pipe detail there on the side, loving the logo right there, very nice. And as you can see, no room for a digital chip.